Hi guys, this is Coach Bill with Bill Mabry Online Coaching. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday so far. Hey guys, a topic today is a common mistake I'm seeing in gyms. And I don't understand why a lot of the health professionals and personal trainers that are doing these online courses or that are doing YouTube channels talking about, the proper way to exercise, or they talk a lot about how to lose belly fat or body fat, meal planning and stuff. But you know what? I'm just not hearing or seeing anybody really getting involved in how important hydration is while you're working out or while you're exercising, or if you're an intermediate person that likes to do a lot of outdoor exercising, why hydration is so important. I just don't understand why these health professionals and these personal trainers aren't doing that, when water is actually essence of life. I mean, 75% of your body is made up of water. 80% of your brain is made up of water. 75% of your blood is made up of water. And so that's why it's so important for those of us that are actually involved in the health profession. We need to talk more about hydration when exercising, especially for you seniors or baby boomers out there. Even if you're not exercising, you guys need to hydrate. It's sad because as we age, we actually start decreasing in the amount of water that we're drinking. So we have to start as seniors to look at that as an issue, because dehydration is the root cause to inflammation, and inflammation is the root cause to most all disease models out there. So the topic today is all about exercise versus dehydration versus recovery. Again, what I'm seeing in the gyms is 95% of the people that are working out either are not hydrating at all with some type of hydration fluid, or they're thinking that by drinking these so-called recovery drinks while they're exercising is actually helping them to recover much faster, and not understanding what the whole meaning is of hydration in the first place when exercising. When those recovery drinks, those post and pre-recovery drinks, and those recovery drinks you're drinking as you're exercising, are actually causing metabolic damage to the muscles as you're exercising, and that you are actually dehydrating yourself. Guys, according to science, or according to Google, this is what they're saying. They're saying that 75% of the public is actually chronically dehydrated. That's what they're saying. And so they're also saying, and this is all what Google is saying, they're also saying that seniors are actually 30 to 45% of them are dehydrated. That number is way freaking too low. And how do I know this? It's because I work with a lot of seniors for the last 30 years. And one of the first questions I ask them is, how much water are you guys drinking every day? Maybe 2 or 3 glasses, but I drink a lot of coffee and I drink a lot of soda and all this and that. That's not water. Coffee is not water. Tea is not water. Sodas is actually the worst thing you could possibly drink. You go to the stores, what do you see? You see seniors packing their carts with all these different sodas. It's causing your body to be acidic, and it's killing you. That sugar is killing you. That sugar in sports drinks is killing our young people. So you have to be drinking water that has the ability to hydrate the cells at the cellular level, and to be able to flush out the metabolic waste that is produced when you're exercising, like lactic acids, so before it does any kind of damage to your cells. This is all science proven. This is what science has been trying to tell us for decades. But the health professionals out there just are not informing their clients about the importance of hydrating with the best source of water on the planet. You guys know that I've been drinking hydrogen-rich water for well over 13 years. Millions of people are now seeing the benefits of hydrogen-rich water. There is 1,500 plus pure scientific case studies showing the benefits, the health benefits of hydrogen-rich water. There are tons of case studies showing how athletes are now seeing the performance difference they're getting when they're drinking hydrogen-rich water. And there's a reason for that. It's because the water itself has a very powerful molecule known as hydrogen H2 that is able to actually neutralize the most dangerous free radicals in the body that's causing metabolic issues with the cells at the cellular level, causing damage to your body. And it actually helps to neutralize and reverse those damages, and we're going to go through that real quickly. And I'm going to explain and give you the definition of what free radical damage is caused. Because guys, when you're exercising, you're producing free radicals in the metabolic waste you're producing, in the lactic acid you're producing when you're exercising. That's what's doing the damage to your cell or to your muscles. And that's why most of you are sore after a hard training session. You can't go and work that same muscle within 3 or 4 days. When you're hydrating with the proper water that is designed to flush out that metabolic waste before it does damage at the cellular level or at the muscle itself, you can go back and you can exercise much sooner. And science is even saying it. The recovery time is much faster when you're actually hydrating with hydrogen-rich water. So guys, most of you guys like to go to Google. You like to research at Google. I have a lot of different science sites. I don't really do my research in Google because Google doesn't really show you the research that I need to see. I go through a medical research that actually has real case studies, double-blind case studies, abstract. These are real published scientific case studies. But I'm going to go through Google with you guys real quick, and let's just see what Google says about how exercising versus dehydration versus recovery, actually what it means. Okay guys, so this is some bullet points that I came up with, and I just wanted to go over briefly with you guys the importance of hydrating with hydrogen-rich water to get the best, to flush out the metabolic waste and the free radicals that are actually causing the damage to your cells at the cellular level and your muscles. Now remember again, I'm telling you, that it's the free radical damage that's causing many disease models today. The air you breathe, free radicals. The foods you're eating that are toxic, free radicals, especially in today's water, is so toxic that the CDC, the EPA, the EWG, the World Health Organizations, and the news media are warning the public how toxic the water is. And so that toxic chemicals is what's causing free radical damage. You can't get away from free radical damage, guys. It's in the environment. It's in the air you breathe, all the water, the food you eat. But there is a solution in how to neutralize it before and then flush it out before it's actually built up at the cellular level and causing the many damages. But the thing is, 95% of the people in the gyms are not hydrating with the proper water. They're hydrating with different types of sports drink that are actually causing the body to be acidic, which is causing free radical damage. So a lot of you guys like to go to Google and research there. So that's what I did. So the first thing is, what does Google say about free radical damage? So the National Cancer Institute, a type of unstable molecule. Now this is not me. This is actually coming from the site. A type of unstable molecule that is made during normal cell metabolism, which means the damaged cells, chemical changes that take place in the cell. Free radicals can build up in cells and cause damage on to the other molecules such as DNA, lipids, and proteins. This damage may increase the risk of cancer and other diseases. Guys, free radicals cause the body inflammation. Inflammation is the root cause to all diseases. You got to have a way to actually reverse the inflammation of the body that is caused by the environmental free radicals that you're consuming on a daily basis. Now, can exercise cause free radical damage? The National Library of Medicine abstract, this is a publication. Moderate exercise is a healthy practice. We all know that. However, excessive exercise, which means, what is excessive exercise? Well, actually, excessive exercise is what Emily and I do as seniors in order to strengthen our muscles, to add more lean muscle so we don't have issues with falling. And then because we are doing excessive exercising, which is interval resistance strength training 5 to 6 days a week, we're also helping our bone density. So if we do fall as baby boomers, we are not going to break bones. But the exercising itself will cause or generate free radicals, just like this scientific case study says. This can be evidenced by increasing in lipid peroxidation, in other words, oxidative stress. So the exercising is actually causing oxidative stress and oxidative protein damage. Exercising will cause oxidative stress, causing free radical damage to the body. Again, when you're exercising, you are producing metabolic waste that is going to cause damage to the muscle fibers unless you flush it out as you're exercising continually with every glass or every bottle of hydrogen-rich water. That's why you should have a 32 to a half gallon of hydrogen-rich water with you while you exercise, and between every other set or so, you drink this water that has the ability, because of the construction of the water and because of the three major properties of the water, which is a high alkalinity, it has a negative ORP, oxidation reduction potential, and the most important property is the hydrogen H2. It has the ability to penetrate the cells at the cellular level more efficiently than any bottled water out there, or any city filtered water, or your filtered water in your refrigerator, or any sports drinks, or even those expensive alkaline waters in bottles you buy at health food stores. They do not hydrate you efficiently enough to flush out those metabolic waste or those free radicals that are causing damages. What does Google say about dehydration in the U.S.? This is really sad. 5% of Americans are actually 75% of the Americans are actually are not drinking enough water, and they are chronically dehydrated. So it's actually 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. A survey of Americans found that 75% likely had a net fluid loss resulting in chronic dehydration. Seniors, 2015, International Journal of Preventive Medicine. This, to me, this percentage is way too low. I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of seniors over the years. Every single 100% of them say they only drink 1 or 2 glasses a day. What is the clinic, or what is the research says you should be drinking? 10 to 12 glasses of water per day. Well, they're saying here between 6 and 30% of the seniors are chronically dehydrated. It's much higher than that, I can guarantee that. But this is what's really important to know. The fatality rate from dehydration can rise as high as 50%. A major cause of dehydration among elderly people is insufficient fluid intake. Again, this is International Journal of Preventive Medicine. This is not me. The fatality rate from dehydration. Now, those of you that have moms and dads, ask them. Ask them how much water they're drinking. They're not drinking enough water, and that's why they're having so many medical issues and why there's and dehydration. One of the root causes of dehydration is inflammation. Okay, now hydrogen-rich water is a superior way to hydrate the body more efficiently and neutralize the most dangerous free radicals that can cause many disease models like cancer, inflammation, and the root cause of inflammation is basically the root cause of all diseases. They've also have research showing that H2 acts as a potent antioxidant. H2 is known as the most powerful antioxidant on the planet, and all of you know how important antioxidants are. Can you imagine that if you're drinking water that has H2 in it and is known as the most potent antioxidant on the planet, how it's going to boost your immune system? You know, imagine this. If you're drinking your 10 to 12 glasses of water per day, and you're drinking water that has H2 in it, the most potent antioxidant on the planet, in every glass of water, how much better do you think you're going to feel? How much more energy are you going to have? What about you seniors out there? You want to slow premature aging? Then you need to switch over to hydrogen-rich water that has the actual molecule H2 in it. Now, the science is showing that hydrogen H2, the H2 itself, which is the most important property of the water, actually helps with COVID-19, preventing it. And if you had it, your recovery is going to be much faster. Now, let's go to the next topic, the recovery. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how quickly can you recover from a hard training session. Those sports drinks aren't going to work. They're causing your body to be acidic. They're causing free radical damage. You have to be drinking what God gave us was good, clean water. The problem is that our water is no longer clean. It's full of toxic chemicals. So obviously there is a solution. The Japanese figured it out. There's an in-home device that you hooks up to your kitchen sink that actually will take your source water and convert it into hydrogen-rich water. It's a device known as the electrolysis device, or they call it a hydrogen H2 generator. But the key is that device has to have the new filter technology in it in order for you to make sure you're not dumping more free radicals from the toxic chemicals in your source water when you drink that water. See, not all devices are equal, guys. Most of them do not have the new technology and filters, so it's not taking out 99.9% of all the dangerous toxic chemicals. It's only taking out a few. So where's the rest of those toxic chemicals going? They're going into your body, right back into your cell, causing metabolic damage and causing free radical damage, which is known by science to cause many disease models. So, recovery. Hydrogen-rich water hydrates the body more efficiently. This is what Google says. Hydrogen water is said to increase energy, reduce inflammation, and reduce recovery time after workouts. There was a study done of 10 soccer players showed that drinking hydrogen water may reduce muscle fatigue and muscle function decline caused by exercising. That's it. Guys, when you're working out in the gym, if you want a good performance and you want to feel the energy with every set you do, you must be drinking water that has this molecule, H2, or has the negative ORP, which gives you the energy, or which is able to penetrate the cell more efficiently than any water out on this planet, then you must be drinking this water. The hydrogen itself is the most important property of the water. So the device you are drinking this hydrogen-rich water out of better be producing 0.5 ppm or more of hydrogen. That's the problem. A lot of these devices may be producing the high alkalinity and the negative ORP, which is good. but they're not producing the hydrogen H2, which is actually going to neutralize those free radicals. If you're producing the good alkalinity and the negative ORP, it is still going to penetrate the cell at the cellular level more efficient than any bottled water or any water you're drinking. But the biggest thing is, if it's not producing the H2, you are not going to neutralize those free radicals. You understand? If you are facing, this is what Google's saying, if you're facing extra long day of physical labor or an intense training workout, it is a good idea to increase your hydration level with HFactor Hydrogen-rich water. You'll get more effective source of hydration. I'm going to say it again. You will get more effective source of hydration than you can get with sports drinks and just plain water. That's what Google says, guys. You guys like to look at Google. That's what it says. Now, the scientific case studies, and there's a whole bunch of them. This is just a couple of them. According to the study published in Medical Gas Research, drinking hydrogen-rich water as a significantly reduces muscle fatigue in athletes. Guys, this is proven. This was a double-blind study involved in male soccer players, divided into two groups. One group consumed hydrogen-rich water, while the other group consumed plain old water. You can't ask for a better research than this. Blood tests. Blood tests don't lie, guys. Blood tests revealed that the group that consumed hydrogen-rich water before exercising experienced a reduction in blood lactate levels. That means that the free radicals or the acid or the metabolic waste in the blood was reduced because it was flushing out the metabolic waste. That's science. Moreover, those who consumed hydrogen-rich water experienced improvements in exercise-induced muscle decline. What that means is as they were exercising, they felt more energy and did not feel the muscle fatigue as bad as if they were drinking the bottled water. They were hydrating themselves. They were flushing out the metabolic waste. They were getting better performance when they were exercising. You can't ask. I even put the science there. So when you go to my YouTube channel, Bill Mabry Coaching, and you pop up this video, the science will be in the description center. Another study published in the Science of Sports found that consuming hydrogen-rich water can safely prevent athletes from developing acidosis. That's the biggest enemy. That's the biggest enemy for performing athletes, or those of you that are working out, is the metabolic waste causing your body to have acidosis. You like to Google? Google up acidosis and what danger or what the side effects are when you have acidosis for a long period of time. Now, let's explain what the lactic acid means. Lactic acidosis is a metabolic disease that occurs when a buildup of lactate causes too much acidity in the body. Acidity. Again, you got to flush this out. Lactose acid can be fatal if left untreated. Intense physical exercise is one of the many causes of lactic acidosis. Thus, athletes must keep their safety in mind when engaging in workouts, strenuous workouts. Staying hydrated by drinking. Now, this is the science. This is not me. Again, how can you not believe this? You skeptics out there that think that hydrogen-rich water is just a bunch of bunk, you're wrong. You don't know what you're thinking or telling people. You have no right to tell someone that hydrogen-rich water doesn't work to hydrate the body better at the cellular level. You have no education in molecular hydrogen and H2. Do not tell people this unless you actually are a hydrogen specialist. Staying hydrated by drinking hydrogen-rich water before exercise or as post-workout recovery drink, there we go again. It's telling you, by doing this as your post-workout recovery drink, while you're working out, and post, a great choice when it comes to working out safely and effectively. There's the science. June 2019, 28, new research. There's more evidence that athletes, a Canadian Journal of Physiology and Pharmacology in June 28, 2019. That's when this was published then. They did a randomized double-blind study with athletes that related to fatigue, and these athletes saw much less fatigue when they were consuming hydrogen-rich water while they were exercising. Guys, I'm back. So, guys, the information I just showed you should tell you how powerful hydrogen-rich water is. Again, there's 3 properties you must have when you're drinking hydrogen-rich water if you're looking as an athlete to get your best performance, or even you amateurs out there that are looking to add more lean muscle or get in better shape or get in the best shape of your life, especially you seniors. There's no age limit. You guys can get in the best shape of your life even if you're in your 80s or 90s. That's also been proven by science. But you have to have the ability to keep your body hydrated. 75% of your body is water. 80% of your brain is water. 75% of your blood is water. Guys, that's how important water is. And as a senior or baby boomer, it is natural for them to actually stop drinking water, is mostly because most of them are saying they don't like the taste. Well, if you're drinking a hydrogen-rich water out of a device that has taken 99.9% of the toxic chemicals out of the water before it goes through the electrolysis device, it's going to have a much better, refreshing taste. I have heard this over and over and over again. Wow, this water tastes great. So there's no longer an excuse why you cannot hydrate or drink 10 to 12 glasses a day when the water is tasting so good. And besides, you're going to get the benefits of the energy increase, and you seniors are going to start slowing down premature aging, and your skin's going to change. Isn't that something maybe you should even think about trying? Because baby boomers, don't you want to slow your aging down just a little bit? I do. So guys, like I said, you can go to Team Alcaviva / Drink Nature's Water / click on Get Started, go through the short videos. When you get to the part where you can actually put your zip code in, check out what toxic chemicals are lurking in your water. Seems like arsenic is one of the biggest ones right now, and in my area, arsenic is huge. And so, my family's been drinking hydrogen-rich water for well over 13 years now. You can also go to BillMabryCoaching.com, click on the free consultation. Let's talk more about your overall health, and let's talk more about the water if you have some questions. I will answer them. There's no hype, there's no pushing for sales or anything. I just want you to be informed of the truth, and I just want you to understand that the government is not telling you the truth about how toxic the chemicals are in your source water, especially here in California. In 2023, guys, they discovered a new, besides the 56 new toxic chemicals they discovered in 2022 in our source water, in 2023, they discovered one of the most poisonous, dangerous toxic chemicals that could be, that's in our source water, that the EPA is now looking further into, because there seems to be some major evidence that this particular toxic chemical might be causing cancer. And they stated that it was going to take billions of dollars to get it out of our source water. And I can guarantee you the water companies or districts, they're not going to rush into taking it out because they don't want to dip into their back pockets. So guys, again, you can go to Team Alcaviva / Drink Nature's Water / click on Get Started. This link will be in my description center at my YouTube channel. You guys have a great day.